All right, we are live. And we're having some severe gimbal problems because I don't know if you've ever watched one of Ollie's live streams, but he's plagued by technical issues.
My fault.
And it's infecting me too. So we're starting a little bit late here, although most of you didn't know we would be starting now. We're just going to have to manually
It's
adjust.
counterintuitive for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I just got to do it this way.
Yeah. You're used to the other way around.
This is going to be great.
Yeah.
So we're going to
Hand. It might make it.
I'm going to use my, to see if this works. What is happening? Anywho, Laura's in here waiting for us as well. She's this shadowy creature over here to the side. Wow, this is gonna be interesting. So, anyways, we're walking through the Cour Carrée right now, which is the square court at the back of the Louvre. You can hear some delightful music, but it's very dark.
It's all right, Jay. I think.
Yeah, it's only cockeyed now. I'm moving the gimbal and nothing's happening. Hi guys. Hello, Stacy in California. Hey, Dixie. Yanni, good to see you in here. Baking. I'm gonna walk into a bench if I'm not careful. Your two favorite people. That's nice to know that you like Laura and Ollie so much. Hey, Deb.
Who said that?
They just said their favorite people. Their two favorite people, and I'm assuming they're talking about you guys. Hold on. It's hard to read and walk at the same time.
And we're on the
Fernando Bustos. Hey, Faith. Good to see you. Anyway, so we're gonna walk through the Cour Carrée here. It's very dark because they're building some monstrosity.
What are you calling it?
Cour Carrée. So that means the square court or the square courtyard. And it was built by Louis XIV.
Sure, it wasn't the 13th, Jay?
Yeah, because he built this before he got bored and went out to finish Idaho, which was built by Louis XIII.
I was confused.
Yeah, there you go. So we're gonna get to some lighter areas here shortly.
You know what we need?
What do we need?
A little bit of music.
Boy, do we. Look at how cockeyed this thing is.
It's like you're holding a dead flower or something. You know?
I feel like holding a dead flower. It's about as responsive. All right, so my gimbal has decided that it hates me, but how are you doing, Ollie? Now we can see you.
Hey, how you doing?
And there's Laura.
Just everything's straight and steady here.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. That's good. I like how you're matching the orientation.
Nothing wrong with the camera.
I can manually, here, can I reset it?
Maybe we can twist it a little bit.
I can twist it forwards and backwards, but to the side it's cockeyed version. That's all right. Everybody can be happy just watching.
Do you guys want to see a pyramid that was built on a 35-degree angle to the ground? Voila, the Louvre.
How did they get it to stand like that? I mean,
a lot
really.
of people thought it was built straight. It was never built straight, and that is a fact.
that is a fact.
Do you want to see the Arc de Triomphe, which was also built on a 35-degree?
No, we're good.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, I'm going to show you the whole of Paris built on an angle. That was Haussmann. Baron Haussmann built everything in the whole city in a hat on a slightly falling angle. It's kind of one of the intriguing parts. Every single piece of art is hung on what looks like a crooked angle whenever you're walking with me and Jay. That's about right.
Yeah, it might have to do with what we drank before we started this, but we're not entirely sure. Am I straight on now? Is this working? I think it's working.
For a long time.
I haven't been here at night in a while either.
Have you got any tips for how to take a good picture of a lights like this?
Yeah, so cock your camera at a counterclockwise angle to about 14 degrees.
Like that.
There you go. Yeah, that's perfect. And then
Doesn't
snap.
look so good, does it?
It looks a lot straighter on yours than it does on mine for some reason.
that.
Oh wow, my gimbal's like all about like making all kinds of adjustments I don't understand.
Oh no.
It looks wonderful. I don't know what we're complaining about. So this was built under François Mitterrand in 1980, right? And actually one of the fun stories about the entrance to the Louvre here, or the Carrousel du Louvre. So the Carrousel du Louvre is like the underground shopping mall and everything that goes on in here. We can take a look in here if you guys are curious about that. I'm gonna have to manually adjust the camera to do so. There we go. All of this was built. I'll hear your audio guides if you want to grab an audio guide on your way in. All of this was supposed to be like a multi-million-dollar project. I think in the tens of millions when they were putting it in a euro project or franc project, I guess back then. And so they got started, and then they stumbled on the old fortress, the foundations of the old fortress of the Louvre, and had to excavate that in the process of building all this, and it ballooned to like a multi-billion-dollar project, multi-billion franc project. And yeah, it turned into quite the nightmare. It wasn't all that popular, and people really didn't like the pyramids to start, but they fit in. The only thing that I feel like that was put in under François Mitterrand that really didn't, like, that doesn't that really just kind of still sucks today is the opera. The opera that he built over in Bastille.
Yeah, right.
That was an unfortunate.
I've got a quiz for you, Jay.
Quiz me.
Can you spot the couple that's getting married?
The ones that we already passed, or are there others?
Was there another? Okay, the second couple.
The ones that are getting married. Oh, right here. There we go. Found them.
They're also standing on a weird angle to the ground.
Always here.
Why are they? Yeah. How are they not sliding down this very heavily sloped fountain here before us? So part of the reason that we're doing this, Oliver's doing a week-long set of live strolls, and he's having different people on, and I'm his guest for tonight. The 7 Wonders of Paris, of which there are only 7, and I'm fortunate enough to be walking. This isn't actually one of those wonders. The wonder we're going to be walking together is the Champs-Élysées. We're in part of whatever we hit between now and then, because he wants to start at 7:30 and we started late. So
I got a question for you.
I was going to send people over to your channel to watch that once we're done with this, but what's your question?
Someone messaged me and said the Champs-Élysées is tacky.
That is true.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like the high-end luxury. Shows how much I know.
It's got a McDonald's and
like
a Five Guys.
Doesn't sound like a wonder of Paris at all.
It's a wonder that people still go there.
Ah!
So the Champs-Élysées is one of those areas. It's not that late right now, but it is actually kind of unsafe at night. It's a place where tourists get mugged late at night. So if you're gonna go hang out there, do it during the daylight.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because you're here to protect me, so I'm not too worried about it.
Oh my.
Yeah, so do be cautious with your Champs-Élysées-ing. It's, you got to go see it, but it's definitely not a place that Parisians actually hang out. And it's something that French see as a place to protest and destroy when they've won like World Cups and things like that.
I think it's still a wonder of Paris, though.
It is wonderful in its own special way. So here we are at kind of like the center of the Louvre with my drunk gimbal.
Do you know what would be funny? If we are drunk and the gimbal's straight.
The gimbal, it might be on. You know what? Honestly, here's the thing. I bet you we can make an adjustment here.
That's what I was wondering.
Hold on. It wants to go, so we got to push this in just a smidge. Hold on. Hold it. Come here. This is hard to do when you should not make adjustments to your gimbal when you're live. Oh,
wow.
It just freaked out. Oh, I killed it. Rotate device. Hold on, we got this. Did it die? I think it died.
No, I think it...
Hold on, is it balanced? It's not balanced. Just want to go to right about there. Hold on.
Maybe you should take it in your hand.
This is why we're going to be streaming on Oliver's channel in not too long.
I love it. You got 80 people watching, which is more than I've ever had watching.
They're not going to watch for long if we can't figure out this nonsense.
They'll
Hold on.
watch. They know what's coming.
They know what's coming. It's all the goodness. Boom! There we go. And it's level. Woo!
It's pretty good.
But is it responsive? No, it's still not responding to the joystick.
Okay,
but I got it to be
straight
level.
there.
That's what you get for being mildly persistent in the face of horrifying challenges.
You know, if someone mugged us and they tried to take your gimbal.
They could have my gimbal. The way that it's treating me tonight, they can have it. I'm very appreciative. I'm happy that I have it, except for when it's not working.
It's pretty good now.
It's level. It's just not responding to the controls, so I still have to manually. That's all right. It's better than walking without it, right? It's so much smoother.
True.
So we're gonna walk by this guy over here. Do you know who built that, Ollie?
What am I looking at?
That arch over there.
Yes.
Who was it?
Van Gogh.
He wasn't Dutch.
He wasn't. Where was
No,
he
whoever
from?
built. No, well, I mean Van Gogh was Dutch, but who built it wasn't Dutch.
What were his initials, and then I'll tell you the answer.
If I give you just one initial, you'll get it.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
Was it Napoleon?
Yeah. To commemorate his victories.
I thought that was the other arch.
He built both of them. So he commissioned them both to be built. This one was built more quickly because it's smaller. The other one was not completed before he was defeated, and so it stood uncompleted for a number of years. I think 23 years before the British finally allowed the French to complete it.
Let me do a disclaimer here.
Disclaimer.
I don't know the numbers and the facts. I'm the host of my show where the people are interesting and they give me the numbers and the facts. Don't judge by my...
We're just quizzing back and forth, that's all. We're just quizzing back and forth. I've had people, see, the thing is that I give out like random facts like that as I go. And that's one that I've triple checked because I've had multiple people come back to me like, Napoleon didn't build that, so-and-so else built it. I'm like, no, Napoleon built it. And then you go and you look it up and you send them a link to it, and then they don't talk to you anymore, which is actually kind of nice. Went a little bit early on that one.
Thanks, bro. Right.
It's all right. I don't want to stand waiting at the light any longer. I haven't been able to pay attention to your comments, which I will do in the middle of our switchover. Sorry, but people are saying questions and things. Maybe. There's a question. How is it cold? Well, we're currently at a distance from the sun that's farther away than in its orbit than during summer.
Maybe it's
so
Australian that's also.
It's also the tilt of the Earth has got us pointed farther away from the sun.
tilt
so
of the camera.
It's basically all. Yeah, the tilt of the camera doesn't help. So basically, how is it cold? Winter is the answer for that. Hello from South Africa. Hello to South Africa. Hey in Vancouver. Hi to everybody. Sorry, there are a lot of comments in here that I can't quite get to, but if you go, I will pay attention. I'm going to read through them all at the very end while he's getting started because we're going to have a little bit of a crossover anyways. Is it about time for you to get started?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. In 4 minutes, he's going to start his. We're going to walk through this fancy Napoleonic arch because Napoleon did build it. Yo.
Isn't it unlucky to walk under it?
If it is, we're going to find out later, I guess. Unless it's like immediately unlucky.
Maybe, no, maybe not.
Maybe what?
I don't know, maybe I was thinking of a ladder.
Yeah, this is kind of like a ladder.
Incredible.
Oh, hey, Carter. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Isn't it nice?
Right?
It's very nice.
I don't think I've ever stopped to look at it.
It's a really, it's the marble. So the marble is, I think, the same marble they used to build the Grand Trianon originally.
And for your followers who don't know what the Grand Trianon is, what would you tell them?
Anyways, we're back. Sorry about that crash. We have the YouTube curse over here. He's a lovely human being, but he comes with his bundle of curses.
I can't do YouTube. But I'm trying, and that's the most important thing, and Jay's teaching me.
Anyways, the Trianons they're named after, the fun thing about the Trianons, which is also really depressing, is that they're named after the town of Trianon, which no longer exists, because the kings of guest houses, and so they said, hey, we're taking your land. And at first the people were like, sweet, like we're made it, like we've made it, they're gonna buy our land, we're set. The king's gonna, take good care of us. And he's like, no, I'm burning everything to the ground and building a house. And they were like, oh, well, I guess we don't have a house anymore ourselves. And that was the end of that story.
A few of your viewers might be wondering if you can see the Eiffel Tower from this kind of area.
Can you ever? It's that tiny. It's that thing right there.
Do you think they were wondering that?
If they weren't, they should have been.
Yeah.
You can't see the Eiffel Tower, although it's kind of being overshadowed by these light posts. But it's beautiful. Hey there. Oh, hey, Rachel. It is equally freezing in Scotland. I have a feeling it's even more freezing in Scotland. Hey, Andamore says hi to me and to you. Do you know Andamore?
You're walking too fast. No.
Okay, well, you should get to know her.
Hi,
She's great.
Andamore. You sound like a lovely person. Hey,
So-
it's time for me to start setting up. Maybe
Do you
I should
start
do it
setting
while
up?
we're in this live.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, yeah, that's a good
So I
idea.
can see what I'm doing.
Or, yeah, well, we'll stop here. So that is the Tuileries over there, which is closed off to us now. That's the Royal Gardens, though. And the Palace of the Tuileries used to stand right here until it burned down under Napoleon III, and he decided not to rebuild it. But he did build, I think it was the North Wing behind Laura here. I don't think he built. I think this one was already built. They were built at different times, which is interesting, too, because if you look at the architecture of the two wings, they're actually very different. They match on the ends, but not in between. And so if you look back and forth fairly quickly, you can actually spot the differences very obviously, but if you don't, you might not notice them. This area is really, really nice, obviously, and actually in this green grass, you'll sometimes see people out either doing exercise classes or large groups of dogs that are getting their exercise, occasionally rats, and also actually this section behind Ollie right now, at night, maybe don't go in there unless you're looking for love because it is the grinder of Paris.
It is Valentine's.
This area is where certain young men might be discovered on Valentine's Day looking for love. So just so you know that.
And maybe that's your thing.
And if
Maybe
it
that's your
is,
thing.
more power to you, but do be cautious if it's not, because you might find surprises in the bushes.
There's some good music going on down there.
Yeah, for sure. It's got some good music going on here for sure. Oh, look at all those hearts. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Okay, so while he sets up let's point this over.
Are we gonna film at the same time, Jay?
Just for a minute. I'm gonna try and respond to some comments.
And do you just want to be in the background responding and finishing up, or should we both go at the same time?
We'll figure this out.
Okay.
We'll wing it, as they say in Spanish. Deborah, oh, glad you found us, Deborah. Hey, Amy, going back all the way to the beginning in Orlando. Faith, oh, good. I'm glad you're coming in April. Nice to see you in here. Jay, wait. I feel like, okay, anyways. Good evening, Jay, Ruiz Ayala, and Julio from Texas. Jason Rendon, the Louvre. Jason loves all kinds of great things. Fernando, good to see you in here in California. Jonathan, Ainsley, good to see you. Oh, it's late. It's so late. Oh, we haven't had dinner yet. We had a beer before we came here. Tulip, good to see you. Champagne Gang,
I'm ready.
Okay, start transitioning over to Oliver's channel. You can find him by looking up the Earful Tower on YouTube.
Earful Tower.
It
doesn't work.
It does not work here, unfortunately. Yeah, EAR full and earful. Just like listening to him will give you an earful of great information.
It's like the Eiffel Tower, but for your ears.
It is. That's exactly what we're going for. Dude, start with that. That's a great place to start. Yeah, do that.
And I'll just talk to them, and you
traveling-
can talk to your guys, and then we'll merge.
You feel drunk because you're off kilter. I'm guessing the traveling drunk. Yeah, we'll merge. I'm showing where they're going. Second.
All right.
They're getting a behind the scenes look at what it looks like.
Champs-Élysées with Jay
Look
Swanson.
at that, you got your everything set up.
Yeah, I got ready.
Thumbnail and everything.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Hey, to New Hampshire, Jeanne. Jeannie? Or Jean? Paradise. Art, good to see you. Barbara. I'm probably going to have to wrap this up. It's great to see all you guys. MIM, good to see you. Samantha.
The only thing that's missing
Everybody.
is 10 people behind him doing
All right.
live videos as well.
We are doing videos at the same time, so my audience might be getting a little bit of viewception here.
So
Going on. My gimbal has not been functioning properly, but at least it's kind of functioning. It looks like it's functioning way more when I see it on camera than when I was looking through my camera. Anyways, now I'm torturing my viewers. So, Christopher, good to see you. Everybody, I hope you're having a great night. I'll close off mine and then I'll come join you. Everybody, it was great to see you guys in here. I hope you had a wonderful time watching. I'm going to close mine down. You can join us. We're going to walk all the way. The goal is to walk all the way to the Arc de Triomphe. We'll see if we make it. And then, yeah, we'll talk to you as we go. Have a nice night, everybody. And I'll do a live stream, like a real live stream, a full-on one, sometime soon, where I pay better attention and all that stuff. I'll put a vote up on Patreon in the near future. Sometime this week or early next week. Small thing. Good night. Oh, hold on one second. I gotta block Nick really quick. Yeah, we even blocked somebody before the night was out. Okay, I'll see you guys.